So the last appeal that we have to break down is pathos. Now, when it comes to pathos, this appeals to what? Yes, this is the one that appeals to emotions, but not just emotions all willy-nilly. Let's read this definition very carefully. When it comes to pathos in argumentative writing, this is where the writer targets the emotions of the audience. This doesn't say the author expresses all of their emotions all willy-nilly throughout their entire argument. No, targets the emotions of the audience. In fact, when it comes to pathos, it is simply used to enhance ethos and logos. It is used to, make those more effective. Now, when it comes to making our audience feel emotions, there are a few different types, of course, that you can make them feel, but a common one is fear. Make them fearful that if they don't stop doing what they're doing, things won't change. Make them afraid of the future, of what could come. Make them feel sorry. Make them feel bad for what they did. Make them maybe even put in the idea of regretful in there, but make them feel bad for whatever it is. Or make them feel sympathetic. Make them relate. Maybe, and if you want to, make them feel happy of what the outcome could bring. Maybe a success story. In fact, when it comes to making your audience feel emotions, you might be asking, how? How do I make my audience feel these emotions? Well, one way that you can do so is research. You have to do research anyway. Logos, ethos, and now pathos. But when it comes to making your audience fearful or sympathetic, do some research that is going to make them fearful. Give them a situation that makes them sympathetic. Find research that creates emotion. Or a personal experience. Make them relate to you. Make them feel sorry for you. Make them feel bad. Make them sympathetic, maybe even nostalgic. But make them feel something by your personal experience. So when it comes to incorporating pathos, making your audience feel something, we can do so with what we choose to write about. The research we choose to include, our personal experience. Now, when it comes to incorporating this into our writing, where are you going to put these things? Well, maybe you make your audience feel something in your hook. Start out with a scenario, a statistic that shocks the crap out of them. Review hooks, you guys. Maybe you include it in its own individual body paragraph. Have a whole body paragraph that makes your audience feel something. Maybe it is your personal experience that makes them feel something. But have it in a hook, have it in a body paragraph. Doesn't matter. Just make sure that you incorporate pathos. But if you've been doing math, logos is 55%. Ethos is 40% of your essay, making pathos only 5%. You should not focus on pathos. It is not your main goal. Your goal is to provide evidence to support your claim, which you do so through logos and ethos. And, you just convince your audience a little bit more successfully by making them feel something. Review this information, send questions, let me know if you are struggling.